Hi everyone, so this is going to be my top spring nail polish trends video. Instead of showing you my top 10 spring nail polishes, I thought I'd cover 6 trends in depth, and then one trend I'm just going to talk about and not show you a swatch of because I only had 6 swatching spaces because I don't have a swatching wheel, but I did order from Zoya the other day and they always show you, they give you a sample of their colors. So it comes with a swatch of 6 colors, but then on the other side it's empty, which is, this is their colors, this isn't my spring nail polish trends. Although some of these would fall into that category and they're really cute. Yeah, so I'm only going to swatch 6 because one of them was just a really obvious trend, I believe, for spring. I think it might be one of the first things you think of if you think of spring. So, yeah, let's just get into it. Before we start, I'm going to tell you that I know I do this a lot. My little hair touching thing. I think a lot of gurus do it a lot and then they get better at YouTube and they stop, but I've been told that I do it a lot, and I do it a lot in life too. Like, people are always telling me I'm touching my hair, so I'll try to work on that. But if I touch my hair in this video, don't hate, you don't have to watch it. But anyway, moving on to my top spring nail polishes, trends, I mean, but these would probably be my top picks for that category. Oh, and I messed up one of the swatches. It was still wet and I didn't know. So I totally messed up one of the swatches and I'm really, 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 really sorry. But I'll show you that when we come to it. But the first trend is really, really light pinks. Ignore this side, but really, really light pinks. So let's get closer for that one. I'm sorry it's not completely opaque all the way. It's not the nail polish's fault. These are like glass see-through, and you actually paint the swatch on the back of them, and it is curved, so it wants to all sink to the middle, so it's really hard to do. But anyway, it's just a really pretty light pink. And I know that right now Orly's Cotton Candy Orly's Confetti is getting really, really popular, or it might have always been popular, but I know it's getting a lot of hype because Kim Kardashian mentioned that it's her favorite pink nail polish, and that means I have to try it because I'm obsessed with her and she's gorgeous and amazing and a fashion icon. But the one I actually chose to swatch is the one I was wearing underneath my Katy Perry nail polish in my last video, which is the Sally Hansen No Chip 10-Day Nail Color in Timeless Rose. And that's what it looks like. It's just a really, really light pink, as you can see from the swatch. It's coming up a little bit darker on the swatch than in the bottle. That's probably just because of weird lighting stuff. But it is exactly what you see in the bottle is what you get. And it's a really, really, really pretty color. I like it a lot. And these do wear very well. I don't know about 10 days, but they wear pretty well. I heard, oh, it's my heater. I thought I heard cracking and my heater's cracking. Is that weird for your heater to crack? Maybe. The next trend is a trend that I feel like never went away, really. I feel like it's just such a staple color now. People love it, and people always will love it. But, I hear the cracking again. But it seems to be really, really popular right now. I've seen it in a lot of magazines recently, and that is the Robin Eggs blue color, or the Tiffany box blue. I know that probably the most famous one would be China Glazes for Audrey. I don't own that. I know that Essie does turquoise and Caicos, maybe that's what it's called, like Turks and Caicos. But mine that I have is, I know a lot of people want this color and they can't find it because it was limited edition, but it's the Orly Gumdrop. And, I mean, if you can find China Glazes for Audrey or the Essie color, I mean, you're pretty much golden. But I love Orly formulation, so, this was the easiest one to swatch on the thing. It was amazing to do. And, anyway, I love the formulation on this, but these colors are just great for the springtime. It follows that whole, light pastel-y kind of theme, but it's just such a unique color. Not the Orly one, but just that Robin's Egg Blue is just such a special color, I feel like. And anyway, yeah. The next one is a swatch I messed up, and it's probably still wet, and it's still got kind of a chunk out of it, even though I tried to paint it back over, so you might not be able to see it, but you can kind of see where it's a little bit lighter than the other places. But this is a nude, and basically a peachy nude. And the color I wanted to do was Coney Island Cotton Candy, but it's sealed shut. I don't know what I did, but I can't get it open. So I used Barely Peach by Revlon, and this is like pretty much the exact same color. I don't know, it's a tad bit lighter, but it's not really that as lighter as it's showing up on camera. But it just takes a lot of the coats to apply, which is why I thought it would be dry, and it wasn't, because there were just so many coats and it wasn't drying. But there's a close-up of that. If you can get Coney Island Cotton Candy, it's a lot better quality. And I'm sure you can find other peachy nudes. I mean, they're not really that hard to find. It's just hard to find a good, ooh, frog in my throat. It's just hard to find a good opaque one. The next one, I've seen in a lot of magazines, and I've actually seen a lot of companies coming out with it in new collections in the spring, and that's a gunmetal silver. And I know that MAC just came out with one in their Champagne collection. I don't know what it was called, but this is one that I actually featured in my winter nail polishes. But this is Lucerne Tangley Look Marvelous by OPI. It's like the prettiest, sparkliest gunmetal silver ever, and it's actually the only gunmetal silver I own, which is why I picked it. But I really do love it. It's probably one in my top 10 nail polishes of all time. But that's what it looks like. Trying to get some good lighting on it. It's just a dark gunmetal silver. It's super pretty. I think every time I wear this, I get about like 10 compliments on it, which is like nice because it's something different from black, but it's still really dark, but it's got that shimmer and sparkle in it. The next color I'm going to talk about, or the next trend, would be metallics. And I have a metallic gold, but you could do metallic silver, metallic whatever color. This is just a color I left out from a haul a while ago, so I thought I'd just feature it now, because I think I might have featured it in a favorites, maybe. I'm not really sure. But, touching the hair. It is number 310 Guilty Pleasure from the Sally Hansen Complete Salon Manicure, and you can tell I really like Sally Hansen. But Sally Hansen Complete Salon Manicure in Guilty Pleasure, and it's just a metallic-y gold. I love this gold. Another gold trend that I just thought of that I realize is really popular right now, but I didn't think of it to add in my trend video, would be a rose gold. And I don't own a rose gold nail polish. I really want the Orly rose gold nail polish, but this is kind of rose goldy right now, or it gets that effect. The combination gives that effect. But yeah, rose gold. But back to metallics. Metallics are really in. I don't think metallics ever really go anywhere either, but I think that they get hyped up at certain times, and it's really hyped up right now. The next trend that I've been noticing is a lot of detail on your nails, whether that be art designs, what is that called? Nail art, there we go. Nail art, or rhinestones, or glitter, which I know is in for winter, but I think in spring it's moving to more like chunky glitter, more intense glitter, like with the Deborah Lippmann nail polish that everyone's going crazy about right now, or they have been for the past like month or so. It's just like a lot of glitter lovin'. So I chose, obviously, Katy Perry's Teenage Dream, and this is pretty like chunky glitter. It's not the chunkiest you could go, but it's pretty chunky. And I just swatched it over OPI's Pistol Pack in Pink, which is like my favorite pink. But it's just really chunky glitter. As you can see, it's got holographics in it. It's just really intense, and I love it. I think this might move into my favorite nail polish of all time, because I just repainted my nails, and I repainted them the copper whatever color because I wanted to do something different, and then I was like, no, I really want to put Teenage Dream back on, so I just put it back on over top, and I liked the effect it gave, but it wasn't like a planned thing. But anyway, the last trend, before I do an overview, I'm like about to give an overview of all the colors, the last trend would be pastels, and I think this is really obvious for spring, because when I think of spring, I don't know, I think of like flowers blooming, like colors, pastels, Easter, like, I don't know. And if you see this wire back here, my computer was dying, so I had to plug it in. And I know, it looks like really ugly. I'm like looking at it, and it looks really ugly. But anyway, some examples. Again, Pistol Pack in Pink is a great pastel pink. Gargantuan Green Grape is like a pastel-y lime green color. Like not lime green, but it's like the pastel version of lime green, if you know what I mean. Let's see. Lucky Lucky Lavender was the other one I brought in, because I know that purples are really in right now, so I just wanted to show a purple version of a pastel. But these are 3 pastels you could go for. They're very springy, and I just think pastels is so obvious. And if you want to find swatches of these, I know that at least Lucky Lucky Lavender is a super popular color, so you're going to be able to find a swatch on that. Pistol Pack in Pink is the color I put under Teenage Dream, so if you can kind of look under the sparkle, that's the color it is. And I'm sure you can, I'm sure you can find swatches of all these things online, because you can find anything online nowadays. So anyway, here is the one last look of the trends. We have our light pinks, our Robin Eggs blues, our peachy nudes, our gunmetal silvers or gunmetal grays, our golds, rose golds, because I didn't think of that, but not our rose golds, but our metallics is what I'm getting at. And our art detail, like glitters, nail art, rhinestones, just get crazy with it, basically. And our pastels. So I hope you guys all enjoyed this video. Comment, rate, subscribe, and I will talk to you all soon.